In this section of the course, we're going to look at aggressive driving, which leads to road rage. Aggressive driving is one of my favorite topics because of the attention it receives, despite how easy it is to deal with. An aggressive driver really exists for two reasons. They are late, or they have something in their lives going on that is disturbing them. Unfortunately, what might be disturbing them is you. Think of this driver like a rubber band. Right now, someone is stretching him, and that is uncomfortable. So he snaps back, just like a rubber band. The big difference here is when this driver snaps, he is behind the wheel of a car. So when all of that physical tension from the discomfort begins to snap back, their car and drivers around them begin to receive the effects. The driver is focused on one thing, his problems. So, his ability to interact safely with other drivers practically goes away. Common outbursts look like tailgating, speeding, cutting people off, sudden swift lane changes, all qualify. Remember, this driver is doing this because they are snapping back from the discomfort they are in. I also like to think of it like an angry bull. You wouldn't run towards the bull, would you? No. They are out of control and should be avoided. This is what needs to be done with aggressive drivers. How? Pull into the right lane or onto the shoulder and let them pass on by. If you see it happening ahead of you, increase your following distance. Unfortunately, once we get a driver's license, there is no emotional testing required. Use your wits and mirrors to sense angry drivers. Now, what if you are the cause of the road rage? All of us make mistakes in our driving. We pull out onto a street and suddenly find a car right behind us. So we either miscalculated the car's distance or its speed. Either way, we made a mistake. The best thing to do would be to try and get out of their way. Let them pass on by. This will instantly reduce everyone's stress and the rubber band won't snap back. Or what about when we change lanes and nearly hit the car beside us? Maybe we failed to look over our shoulder when we changed lanes. In this situation, the other driver will probably honk at you and then drive by. There are two appropriate responses here. One, don't make eye contact with them. Appear to be oblivious to the problem. Or politely wave at them as they pass by. This waving is like saying, I am sorry, and admitting the mistake. The last way road rage happens is by drivers feeling endangered by other drivers, like when they cut you off. My best advice here is to realize there are lots of bad drivers out there. I believe most of the time when drivers cut me off or pull out in front of me, they really and truly did not see me. Why they did not see me is irrelevant. I now have an obligation to protect myself by adjusting my driving for their poor driving. Hone your driving skills so you can always be aware of these drivers and be able to avoid them.